What's going on, guys? Matt in a hat. Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. You are tuned into the hot list. Today is, what is today? Thursday, May 28th. Thank you guys for coming in and joining. As you guys know, I come to you Monday through Friday around 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we talk about a property that is new to the market, had a recent price reduction, something unique about the property, something that I want you guys to know about the property. And you guys also know that I do a question of the day submitted by you, the viewers, and we have a little discussion, little dialogue. As you guys know, you can also submit any questions to me through Facebook, through Instagram. These are uploaded through YouTube, so you can comment and ask me questions through there as well. And today, the property that we are talking about recently on the market. Not why I selected it. Selected it because it has a recent addition to the property, very unique. So the address is 1424 Washington Street, right here in Emporia. It is a 5-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage. It has 3,355 square feet of finished space, currently listed at $269,950, courtesy of Capital City Real Estate. So with the large addition, they have just done this house right. Absolutely awesome. So make sure you click on the link in the description, and it'll take you right to my website so you can see the house for yourself, get some pictures of it. It's got a pretty large addition. They've got a newer kitchen, living room in it, does have fireplace. It's got a combination of hardwood flooring, ceramic, and laminate flooring all throughout the house. What I do love about this house, and y'all know by now what I'm a sucker for, that's right, main floor laundry. So that is absolutely phenomenal. And it does have a finished basement. There is one of the bedrooms down in the basement that has an egress window in there, has a covered patio in the back, so you can sit outside on days like this, stay dry, and still enjoy your backyard and still enjoy your patio. It does have a privacy fence as well, so you can sit out back and just kind of hang out, relax. It also is in close proximity to ESU, which is the college here in town, and whether you're a student there or you work there, this would definitely be a house that you need to check out as well. Now we move on to question of the day. And I love these. I get a number of these submitted, and I do the best I can to answer and share with you guys. So question of the day today: how can I make my AC more efficient without spending the money to buy a new one? And I love this question, because you ever make those vacation plans and you get really excited, you're gonna go somewhere, just take, whether it's a week-long trip, a month-long trip, or a long weekend, and then you get that electric bill in the mail because it's July, August, at least here. It's July, August, and your AC is just running and working its ass off to keep up, and you got to cancel your plans because you can either pay the AC bill or you can, go on vacation. So, while that may be an overstatement, we've all had those AC bills that just seem to spike and essentially come out of nowhere as spring turns into summer. We've all been there. So before we get into it, I just want to give a little bit of an idea and a recap of how ACs work and what their overall purpose was. So these AC units are like me, very, very simple. These were actually originally invented to remove humidity from rooms where paper was stored. It wasn't till years later that people began to realize these rooms where the paper was stored was also staying much cooler. So And why? Because basically you've got a condenser outside that works like a giant heat sink, and it just collects all that heat and moves it from indoors to outside. With the cooler unit outside, the more heat that is removed, the more efficiently, your whole system runs, because it's pulling heat and humidity from your house and just pushing it outdoors. So before you drop any monies into a new AC unit, try these 5 tips. So here are 5 tips to make your AC dollars go a little bit further. First and foremost, this is probably one of the most important ones on this list. Change your air filter, people. Change your air filter. Whether you do remember to do this, or you do it on your own, or you call somebody and have them do it, change your air filter. Dirty air filters really drag down AC units as far as efficiency, and they make them work a lot harder. By changing the air filter, this allows more air to be pulled through the entire system, and your AC doesn't have to work as hard to keep your house cool or work as hard to keep up. Typically, the filters are going to be blue or white. So how do you know when to change them? If they're blue or white, when they turn gray or brown, it's time to change it. It is recommended by not only myself, but people that work on HVAC units. They recommend at least twice a year to change your filter. I change mine in May and November, just because I change it in May because it's still cool and I don't have that AC running. I change it in November typically before I turn my furnace on, so I get a new filter. So before I turn my AC on for the year, I change the filter. Before I turn my furnace on for the year, I change the filter as well. Now, with these, there are a different type of filter that are reusable. They're electrostatic filters. These are washable and reusable, so these can save you some money as long as, that's right, you keep it clean. So look into those, see if they have one for yours. That'll save you a little money as long as you remember to properly maintain it. Number 2 is clean your condenser. This is something that I do myself for my AC unit most of the time, and I bring this up because this is often neglected and forgotten about, because it's not like your furnace where it's in your house. The AC is going to be outside pushing that hot air out of your house. So if the fins get clogged from vegetation, trash, leaves, whatever the case may be, you really want to get those cleaned up so it runs more efficiently. So before you start tearing into this thing and cleaning it, turn the power off. Turn the power off. Then go look and do it. So mine, for example, because we've talked about it before, I've got cottonwood trees around here, not by choice. They plug up the fins on my condenser. So turn the power off, take it apart, and I will take a vacuum out all the leaves and shit inside, as well as take a brush or a vacuum and get those cottonwood trees, get those off the fins. Then what I do, you can do this, you can not do this, entirely up to you. I take my garden hose, put it on low pressure, and spray from the inside out, going through all the fins. I just work it in sections until that water runs clear. So that's something I would definitely recommend. If you're not comfortable doing it yourself, definitely have somebody come do it for you. Number 3 is going to be shade your unit. So whether you have a tree, a shrub, bush, or some type of solar shade, make sure that you keep this out of direct sunlight, because this will help keep it cool. And by blocking the direct sunlight, it allows your AC unit to carry more heat from your house, not working as hard, gets to be a little bit more efficient. If you have something like a tree or a solar shade to give it a little break. Make sure you've got at least 2 feet of clearance all the way around the unit. That way, and make sure that it runs optimally. Number 4 is something that we did when we first moved in here, and that is install ceiling fans. So this is not my stats. U.S. Department of Energy states that properly sized ceiling fans plus your AC can take a house that is 78 degrees, make it feel like a house that's 74 degrees. How does it do that? Because ceiling fans, as we all know, use a wind chill effect. And using with that wind chill effect, you can be sitting on your couch, 78 degrees, just feel that fan just blowing on you, just enjoying it. Yep, that's right. So by using that fan to help cool you, it takes that 78, feels like 74, and that 4 degrees can really add up to some savings in your electric bill as well. Before we do number 5, which is still the most debated topic in my household, you'll see why. Let me run you back through the top 5 ways to make your AC dollars go further. Number 1, change your filter, people. I can't stress that. I can't reiterate that enough. Change your air filter. Number 2 is clean your condenser. I know we forget it because it's outside. We don't see it all the time. Clean it yourself. Have somebody do it. Number 3 is shade the unit, whether it's a solar shade, a tree, a bush, something. Just give 2 feet of clearance. Number 4 is ceiling fans. Can really help because, you get that wind chill effect, helps keep you cooler, helps keep the house cooler as well. Number 5 is one of the most debated topics in my house. You have windows that have direct sunlight coming in for extended periods of time. Yeah, I do, because my house faces south. So I've got south and west windows that have sun on them for almost the entire day. So cover these and insulate these windows with heavy drapes. These are the most cost-efficient way to do it. Just buy some heavy drapes and put them in, just install them. So for example, in our bedroom, we have heavy drapes that are also blackout drapes. In the kitchen and living room, Chase's room, I don't have blackout drapes, but we have heavier drapes to help keep those closed. Now, why is this a debated topic in my house? Because you guys that know my wife knows she has plants throughout this household. She's got shit in just every possible corner that she can, and they need light. I get that. During periods that is the hottest part of the day, keep the damn things closed and open them. Either keep them open in the morning till it starts to warm up, or in the evening after it starts to cool down. That will help reflect some of that heat and that sunlight back out, won't let it in, and keep your house cooler. So those are the top 5 ways that I've come up with to stretch your AC dollars a little bit further. I would love to know if there's something that I missed. What do you guys do to help your AC dollars go further and your AC unit go more efficient? If it's run more efficient, if it's not something I listed, I would love to know what you guys do. And before I get off here, make sure you guys also click on the link, because the hot list is now in iTunes. So it's available for download. Click on that link. It'll take you right to iTunes. You can leave me a 1-star, 5-star review. Obviously, 5 stars preferred, but if you guys feel like this is absolute shit, you're not getting anything from it, leave me a 1-star review. Let me know. If you guys are learning something from this and getting something from this, whether it's one day or one week, I would love a 5-star review, and this puts it in front of more people. So thanks for watching today's Hot List with Matt in a Hat. Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. I do this because your experience matters and should be trusted with a veteran. Y'all have an awesome Thursday, and I'll see you for Red Friday.